Here in Philadelphia, we are very lucky to have one of the world's foremost symphony orchestras, the Philadelphia Orchestra under the direction of Eugene Ormandy. Now, the entire orchestra numbers 105, and our studio doesn't seat that many, but several smaller groups have formed within the ranks to play chamber music, and we are privileged to have one of these groups with us today. They have just released this new record album that I'm showing you right now, titled The Glorious Sound of Brass. Will you welcome the Philadelphia Brass Ensemble? This gentleman's name is Gil Johnson. First trumpet, Gil, pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much.
And may I thank you for turning, before they started, Gil turned around and said, all right? I said, all right, I felt like Senior Wences, you know. Would you care to introduce the gentleman? Oh, are we going to do it? Start over here. Would you introduce yourself?
Nolan Miller.
Nolan, nice to have you here.
D. Stewart. Dave Turchinsky.
Dave, you couldn't take Piccolo, right?
No. Tyrone Breininger.
Tyrone Brown. Did I cover Tyrone? I got him, okay.
Seymour Rosenfeld.
Nice to meet you. Gil, there's a new surge of interest in classical music. How do you explain this?
Maybe your co-host could help explain this. The first notes I heard on the program were from Handel's Hallelujah Chorus. Yeah. And maybe it's people like this that are partly to credit for this thing.
Are the swingle singers that we hear so often responsible for some of this interest?
I believe so. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, whether they're a part of this new revival or whether they have helped it along. I do believe that it helps. And it's interesting to point out, I think, that the music that they perform is not changed one bit. It's literally from the composers of the Baroque period, whether it's Bach or Vivaldi or Corelli or whatever composers they choose. What they do is add a beat and a jazz feel, and
it's great.
It comes out remarkably just like it was written.
I know that you're going to play a fugue next. Would you explain what the term means?
In rather concise terms, I would say a fugue is nothing more than a musical chase.
Mm-hmm.
The composer starts with a rather simple idea. In this case, the subject material is stated, just a couple bars by the French horn, and then you might say that he just kicks around this little theme or subject amongst the various voices or instruments, and everybody joins together and has a good time.
And this is going to be called what?
This, I think that might be interesting if we could hear this subject stated by Mr. Nolan Miller, the French horn.
Well, that's the basic theme. Now listen to how the other instruments join in and weave a pattern around the main theme. Once again, the Philadelphia Brass Ensemble. Thank you, gentlemen.